do it better than me, then you do it. You can do it better than me, then you do it. You can do it better than me, then you can do it better than me, then you do it.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy T, back with another one. And before I continue this monologue, this rant, as I do pretty much every night, I just want to start off by saying one thing. My favorite player in the NBA of all time is Kobe Bryant. It is what it is. I don't care if you don't got him in your top 10, top 5. He is my favorite player of all time, right? My second favorite player of all time is probably MJ. Let's be real. I kind of grew up to see the ending of his career, so it is what it is. I didn't understand it as much as I did Kobe. It is what it is, you know. My third favorite player is probably Shaquille O'Neal. The man was dominant. Like there's never gonna be another center in the league, in the world like Shaq. I mean, it is what it is. My fourth favorite player is probably AI. There was nobody that crossed up anybody in the world like AI. Like, it's just not, like, don't get me wrong, I like Kyrie Irving. And I feel like he's like a combination of AI and Kobe. But my fifth favorite player is LeBron James. So understand that this video going forward is not a diss towards LeBron James, because I think LeBron James is actually a very noble person. I feel like he's a very, I don't know the man, so I can't tell you what he is, but the fact that he had a high school sweetheart, you know, he's married his high school sweetheart and he's still with her, and, you know, he's a very, 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 important role model to a lot of kids. I think it's important to use the word role model with LeBron James. You know, there's not many celebrities I'd use the word role model to, even though we try to put them on that platform. But I think LeBron James is a role model. He's not only a sports athlete, he's not only one of the most dominant today, but at the same time, he has done things. He started YouTube channels. He started, you know, businesses. He's a great basketball player. He spends $1 million on just his body. How many people do you know spends that much money on the temple? Not many people. However, that brings me to my point, my topic of discussion for today. Now, there are a lot of people on YouTube that do a lot of things better than I do. There's a lot of people that do a lot of things better than I do. But YouTube, I'm just jumping into this YouTube game. So I want to introduce somebody who actually has done the research and the facts themselves. My man, John Duncan. Now, he's not my man, and I'm just using his audio as proof. I didn't ask him to use his audio, so if this video gets taken down, it's because he's asked me to take it down respectfully. But, like, I'm just letting you know that me and him have no connection to each other at all. I would love to meet him one day because I love his channel. Like, if you don't know anything about basketball, I implore you to subscribe to his channel because the guy is very insightful with basketball. However, I'm going to allow him to introduce, to tell what he thinks, his mindset, his idea, and he's using facts behind the LeBron James I Promise School. And here we go.
So let's take a look at what the No Promises School is all about, and let's look at some of the facts. 1, it is a public school, and he has absolutely no control over the curriculum or the teachers or the faculty members that are employed. 2, 80% of the school is funded by tax dollars. In essence, it's another large bill levied upon Akron citizens of about $8 million. 3, the city of Akron will be shifting expenses from another school in order to pay for lunch, transportation, etc. 4, the school costs $8 million annually to keep it running. LeBron James only has to pay $500,000 annually, except he's not actually paying $500,000 annually. His foundation is, which is funded by donors and companies throughout the United States. 5. LeBron is taking credit for granting the kids scholarships to the University of Akron. However, these scholarships are granted by the college, not his foundation. And so that is the reality about the situation. And I already know people are getting angry because I'm simply stating the objective facts and the truth about the school. The LeBron James School is not the LeBron James School. It is a school with LeBron James's name on it. And the craziest thing is, nothing is even coming out of his pockets. Most of the school is funded by taxes. So yeah, for those reasons, I felt as though we needed to take a look at what the truth really was. And that's what I've always been about and how I choose to live my life. Seeking truth and not buying into what media and doctrines throw at me.
Okay, so now that you guys listen to that, let's be real clear about something. The reason why I brought this conversation up was because in one of my last videos, a guy actually stated to me that LeBron James did not have the time to run the school. He didn't have the knowledge to know how to run the school, and that's why he needed help. In fact, it was on my Umar Johnson video, and don't get me wrong, I totally agree with a lot of the things, a lot of the comments that came with that Umar Johnson video, but I needed to make it strictly clear with this LeBron James school, because I didn't want people to get the wrong idea. Now, this guy says, again, LeBron James didn't have the time to run the school. He needs the right people to run the school. He can't run the school alone. You know, he went into it as a partner. That's fine. And then that's fine that you think that. But you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. He did go into it as a partner. He doesn't have time to run the school. Pardon me. He did go into it as a partner. He does have time to run the school. He doesn't have time to run the school, and he does need the right people to run the school. The fact that it's a public school, first red flag. The only thing that I would honestly say that I really think that is dope is the fact that he's providing school uniforms for them. That'll probably be something that comes out of his pocket. But the fact that 75 to 80% of it is coming out of taxpayers' pocket, are you kidding me? What is LeBron James really doing with the school? Excuse me. What's LeBron James really doing with the school? I'm raw. Don't judge me. I'm sorry that I burped on camera, but I'm raw. Listen, I'll come with a reason as to why I don't research things, why I don't edit things in a future video. But at the same time, let's get back to this LeBron James thing. There's a lot of things that I don't want people to be confused and think that he's the hero of the situation. Now, I'm not taking away from what LeBron James has done. He's a hero. Like, a lot of people are comparing him to Kobe and MJ, where Kobe and MJ didn't do these things for their neighborhood. And you're right. They didn't. But Kobe did open up a school, and Michael Jordan does own a team. So it's like, what are you talking about? You know, he is helping and employing people to make better of themselves. Now, all three of them are taking different approaches, but you also got to understand, if I'm not mistaken, isn't the LeBron James only from second grade to third grade? So it's only 2 years. He has to donate $2 million within 3 years. That's why John Duncan has said $500,000 each year. So it's like, what is LeBron James really doing? Now, don't get me wrong. Again, he's my favorite. He's one of my favorite. He's in my top 5 favorite basketball players all the time. He's not in my top 5 overall. He is in my top 5 overall. But what I'm saying is he's not the 5th overall. He's just my 5th favorite player of all time. This is not a diss towards LeBron James. I actually think the fact that he even did this was noble. But in this era, and I'm gonna put in the description John Duncan's video, so you can go watch it yourself and see, the whole entire video and see exactly what he thought of the school and everything. But I'm giving my opinion. I think that in this era of I gotta boost myself up, this was a good situation, which is something that John Duncan actually feels as well. This was a good situation for LeBron to make himself feel a little bit more valid. Make sure he has another thing on his legacy belt. What I'm trying to tell you is that sometimes the media will paint pictures that you don't know. Since you don't know it, the pictures that they paint are all you can, you'll just take it for what it is. You're not gonna really sit there and do the research, but do the research. A lot of the things that he said is provided is naturally what public schools do for kids. It's naturally what public schools do for kids. So I want people to understand. I'm not dissing LeBron James. I'm just bringing awareness to the situation. There was a person that commented on my other video, and he is simply mistaken with a lot of the things that he said. Now, the situation that he was talking upon, well, I agree with what he's saying. But I don't want him to be confused about LeBron James' school. LeBron James' school is not LeBron James' school. He is just the face of it. Understand that right now. And as you just heard with some of the rules and some of the things that you just heard, clearly he has no say in the school. It's your boy T. Like, comment, subscribe. What do you think about the LeBron James school? Do you think it's a good thing for his kids? I think it is. But do you think it's in LeBron James's control? Do you think it's not in LeBron James's control? And, a lot of people's not going to agree with what I say. But, hey, if you think you could do it better than me, then why don't you do it? It's your boy T, and I'm out. One.
The society we live in.
Yeah.
We live in this system, and that's why I was trying to say earlier, it all comes down to this system. Anybody would do, for the most part, anything for the money. And I don't just mean people that's pimping themselves out on TV or even really just, selling their bodies. I'm talking about people that go to a job every day that they hate. You sold out too. We all sellouts. You selling out. You going to something that you don't like. Why? So you can live and survive. Life don't feel like it's supposed to be like that no more.
Got my bag and it's feeling like a ton. I know for